right, welcome to Choose Wealth TV, episode 2, part 3. This part is going to cover the net income and total expenses for your master budget. So, what we've got here, we have now gone through all of your expenses and we get a total expense number. This is according to the pay period. So, ideally you get paid, you spend some money, and then your total expenses is here. And then you have this number, a net income number. That's what's left over after you get paid, you pay all your bills, you spend some money. Okay, this is what I'm left with. And this amount will carry over to the next pay period. So for example, 21.90 and 14 cents, which is here. We should be able to then see this same amount, 21.90 and 14 cents, here already in all accounts. And remember, already in all accounts represents way back here when we first entered in the amount of money in all of our accounts before we got paid. Then we got paid, which was represented here. We had some interest hit the account. We had some deposits. So we had a total income, meaning all the money in our entire money universe that we had, excluding any investments, was this particular 6,000 number. Then we spent some money. We spent money on all of these expenses. We scroll all the way down to the bottom. We get to the bottom, and that's how much our expenses cost for that pay period, and that's what we were left with afterwards. So that number, 39.79.22, should have carried over to the next pay period, which it did. And then this, let's say that was our salary, it should be here, 30.64. We'll delete it from here. And so now we had 70.43 in the account. Okay, what happens? Well, we went through life, we spent some money, bills got paid, we scroll all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so now we spent 48.53, much drastic than the first time around. So now you're able to compare the numbers. Look how much more money you spent on your second pay period than your first. Again, this is the insight we get when the budget is built this way. So this is what we're left over with. This is all of the money in our money universe. And again, that number carries over to the next month's pay period. Voila. So the budget is built so that it's comprehensive and fluid. It is real time because as you're creating expenses, so for example, your gas bill is due. Okay, well, you go in, gas bill. It's not necessarily a budgeted number. Groceries, for example, you go grocery shopping. Those are actual amounts. So after you make the expense, you come back to your budget, you enter the amount, and now it's real time. It's date. It's even more accurate than your bank account because your bank account has those pending transactions. So here's an opportunity for you to get a really clean and accurate look of all of the money in your money universe so that you know what your behavior should be before the next pay period rolls around. If at the end of the day you look down at your net income and you say, oh gosh, okay, I've got 4209 after all of my are paid and before the next pay period rolls around. So 14 days, 131 to 14 days with $4,000. Okay, that means I can do this, that means I can do that. And it also means I can't do this and I can't do that because I know next month I'm going to have expenses totaling 46.47, and look what that's going to bring me to, about $5. So you're going to have some major budgeting issues if you don't take heed to what those expenses are going to be the following month, as well as, just monitoring those miscellaneous spending. Because, yeah, you got $4,000 in the account now, but you're going to need that $4,000 moving forward. So ultimately, you'll be able to know what your behavior should be and make any changes accordingly. So I will end there. I think this tutorial is helpful. It gives you some insight about the budget, and at the same time, it teaches you how to manipulate the numbers. Now again, it's built with the formulas, so you don't have to worry about changing the formulas. If you need to insert a row, again, you just go up here to insert a row above or below. If you need to insert a column, you can go ahead and just click on the column and then insert column left or right, and it does that for you as well. So ultimately, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me at any time. You have my contact information, and I hope that all goes well with your new master budget.